Up, guys? How's it going? Welcome back to Oceanic Gaming's Mortondshort Silver Server Tournament. I'm here with my co-caster Roguefire, top laner for PFF, and how's it going, man?
Not bad. I'm not sure how long we're live for. People may have heard me commenting on my work life, but hopefully not.
That's alright. Alright, are we in Champions League just yet? Doesn't look like it to me. Hopefully we'll get there shortly. I know that the lobby is set up, and we'll be getting into it soon.
Oh, yep. Sorry about the delay there, guys. We just had a few issues getting it all started, but it seems like we've got everyone here.
Looks like it, yeah.
Oh, I've just seen SC, which to me means Snapchat. If you want to Snapchat me, I'll gonna chuck my Snapchat into the stream there. Feel free. Send me whatever you want. Wait, hold on. Cool. There we go, guys.
Sounds good.
My name is in honor of the Chicago Blackhawks, the best hockey team in the world.
Didn't know you were a hockey fan.
I wasn't really, but then I jumped on the bandwagon because Chicago started winning, and I'm a Chicago fan.
Nice.
And we see a Renekton ban come out. It's a little bit interesting. Do you reckon that's a target ban? Because I don't see him get banned that often.
Let me have a look. Most likely, yeah. These teams probably have had a chance to low king one another and find the most played or most effective champion that is in their hero pools. So that could well be a Renekton target man. Or else,
if you remember back in the old PFF days, we used to do that.
Yeah, look them up, find what they're good at, and ban it out. No point playing.
So I was going to say, I have a feeling these are target bans. We see Renekton and Gragas, both of which, they're decent heroes, but you don't see them commonly banned at all. And same on the other side with that MF.
Yeah, so maybe these teams do know one another. It'd be good if they did. That always, livens it up. And we'll be getting into the next couple of events. And
I suppose as an AD carry yourself, it can be quite effective, can't it, if you sort of ban out even one of the sort of carries they feel most comfortable on. And if you ban out two, it can be pretty brutal.
It really can be. So Renekton, Gragas, and Malphite being banned out. Thresh and Misfortune, and the last ban is coming down in the next 10 seconds. And the last ban is Blitzcrank. Alright, that makes sense. A lot of people don't like playing against that robot in the bot lane. Does have a lot of kill potential. It is one of those champions that can really just like hook someone at any point in the game and be incredibly effective, so.
Yep. I mean, they ban out sort of both the hook potential heroes, which is fair enough. I mean, those are just sort of game-changing heroes in a way.
Yeah, it is. Like, and no matter how badly Blitzcrank does in lane, I always feel like if he lands that one hook, at some point in the game, that he's going to be okay. Like, his team is going to be okay, so.
Definitely. I mean, there's nothing worse than sort of being well ahead in the game and then a blitz hook just coming from nowhere, turning into 4v5 and just losing horribly.
Yeah, no, there's nothing worse than that.
One of my favorite things to do actually on the OC servers is jumping into normal game and going AP Blitzcrank's mid. Doran's ring, Tears of the Goddess, building like max AP.
Nice.
So for all you guys on the stream, give it a jam sometime. Let me know how it works out.
He does have some wicked AP ratios, so I can see that working out.
Yes, his hook's 1-to-1, his ult's 1-to-1, I think, so it's good times.
Nice. Get a Lich Bane, get a Rabadons, and that would hurt.
And we do see Nami picked up once again. It seems to be a popular pick this tournament because it's just, even with that sort of change to her Q, she still is really, really strong.
Yeah, very strong. Nautilus also picked up high CC jungler. Pretty good against Jarvan in my opinion. They offer the same kind of ganks. Like you come in, you have a couple of different ways to disable the champion you're ganking. Nautilus is probably a little bit more tanky in my opinion, and he's got a higher level of CC, but Jarvan's slightly more mobile, so it'll be cool to see which jungler is more effective at the end of the day.
Yep, it feels like, yeah, they're both heroes with very, very strong sort of early game potential. Like particularly, I quite like the Nautilus pick with that Riven, just because it means if he can sneak into that top rush, all he needs to do is walk up and sort of hit him once for that stun, and then the Riven's got the knock up, the Riven's got the stun as well. So even if he like doesn't really need that hook, can just walk up, hit him once, drop the slow and see how it goes.
Yeah, that would be good.
I believe one time and I think it was in the Rumble and Jungle tournament that the People's Whisper was shoutcasting, and he pointed out to me that I think Noxia sent a brand to counter a Rise top, and he was saying
yeah.
And they're saying the strength of that was that with the Nautilus jungle, is all he had to do is he walked up, just hit him once, and then Brand just dropped everything, the full combo on him, and it just dropped him like over and over again.
Yep, absolutely nothing you can do to protect against that Nautilus first hit. It's going to be that root, that CC, and then after that he can always do his Dredge line, his hook, or his ultimate, the depth charge, and it's just enough time for Brand to lay down the hurt, really. And that's definitely a very cool matchup. I've never seen that before, not even in competitive play, like running a Brand against a Rise, but it worked out so well for them.
Yeah, and we see a Darius soft lock there, so he might be looking to pick up that. That should be an interesting lane, Darius with Riven. I mean, what do you guys think about that on the stream? In my mind, the Darius could... I know, it seems like he could get some nice rats off just with that range on his Q. I always forget what it's called, but I don't know, if Riven can sort of get that snowball on or get those early trades in, he might be able to do okay, but I suppose Darius is one of those heroes with that passive. If he stacks it up to 5, he might be able to sort of just take down that Riven.
Yeah, it's going to be dependent around the first kill, I think, and whoever gets that first kill might snowball really hard, so it's going to be really intense.
It'd be cool to see if Riven might even go for that Elixir of Fortitude just to get that sort of all-in early game. I mean, it does cost 350 gold these days, so it's always a bit of a gamble, because if you use that red pot and you can't get anything out of it, you do fall behind a little bit. But I don't know, particularly with the... What are these teams being here? Are we going to see... No, he's just trolling with that Shaker. But particularly with the J4 in the jungle, like, if you can get that red pot and get that early gank off, it is really good on a hero like Riven, just snowballing out.
Yeah, I'm liking the team comp coming out from TBM at the moment. Zyra, nice disengage. They haven't really got someone that really jumps in on SC though, so it'll be interesting to see if they pick another person that can kind of step back. Zyra is kind of like the queen of disengage, so. And Morgana has been locked in, so that's very cool as well. Strong champion.
Yeah.
Black Shield is kind of OP at the moment, and
we see
good.
See Lucian grayed out there. Has he just been added to Champ Select, but he's not available yet, or is he just not available in tournament?
I'm not sure. I'm not seeing that on the stream at the moment, so.
Okay. Just to the right of... yeah, actually. I suppose we're in the delay. What's going on here?
Sorry, have you got a player that looks like they're missing?
Okay, no, sorry, we're all good, we're all good.
Right.
No, I just noticed, yeah, and sorry, on my screen here, I can just see there's a Lucian grayed out. Alright, so it looks like we're all locked in. We see an Ahri picked up again. It seems to be proving very popular this tournament. What are your thoughts on the Ahri versus Morgana matchup? It seems like Morgana would be able to farm quite nicely.
Yeah, Ahri is just, like, Morgana's going to be able to push really, really hard. But Ahri, I think after a couple of levels, she's going to be alright as well. I like the Morgana against Ahri as well, because she's never going to be able to land that charm on you. You can just Black Shield it every single time, so... like, Ahri was a counter pick as well. Like, she had the luxury of picking whatever mid lane she wanted to go against this Morgana, so... It was interesting that she did head for that, the Ahri against Morgana. That's not a lane I traditionally associate with, like, a counter pick or anything like that. So let's see if it works out for her. And a question coming up from chat, is this the grand final? No, it's not. This is one of the semi-finals. This is the Bravest Minions versus Spiritual Carry. And
so we are into the semi-finals now. Cool.
Yep, we're into match AH.
Well, this should be a fun game. I quite like that Morgana pickup.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh wait, sorry. I'm just being told it's not actually the semi-finals just yet.
It's not? AH is not a semi-final?
No, just give me 1 second.
Alright, I might be looking at the brackets wrong because this is double elimination, so...
Yeah, the game after this one will be the semi-finals.
Alright, so AJ is the semi-final. And that'll be against the winner of this against Reflex Recycled number 4.
And I was just going to say before, I really like the Morgana pickup in this one, just because on a hero like Riven in particular, up against all that CC, if you can get that Black Shield on him and just let him go wild in the middle of the team, it's going to be really strong.
Yeah.
I believe, can Riven Q-jump over Jarvan's ult?
Yes, you can, and she recently in the patch she can also jump over walls with that broken wings, which is I think is really interesting.
So I believe I saw I saw Wolf do it when he linked it on stream one time. Shout out to Wolf, best Wolf NZ. And I didn't realize it could be done before that. So I suppose that's just another option available. I mean, if Jarvan ults and he gets locked out of it, he can just queue his way into it. That'd be cool to see.
Yeah, Jarvan ult is kind of broken though. You can see some people just walk out of it sometimes if they have high enough move speed, so it's a very buggy ultimate. Alright, and we are in the delay. These teams are pretty well balanced, I think. Morgana and Zyra bring a lot of team fight to the table. I feel like Vayne is going to be so safe though, with the other 4 members of a team providing a lot of CC and a lot of frontline. I don't think they're going to have a big opportunity to get on top of her. If they do get on top of her, Riven and Jarvan definitely have the damage to bring her down, unless you see some like hashtag Vayne mechanics. But yeah, I'm liking the team coming up from SC more than I'm liking it coming up from DBM, but it's definitely really going to be based around this laning phase, depending who can snowball top, depending on how well this Morgana farms in the mid lane, and on the first couple of Jarvan and Nautilus ganks. So it'll be...
Yep, and that's an interesting little note from NV range there, that I wasn't aware of. Apparently, Jarvan's ult is counted as a minion in the coding, so you can actually take Ghost and run straight through it. So that...
Yeah, it's so broken.
That possibly might be why we're seeing Ghost on the Darius. I don't know, he might have just got taken Ghost anyway, but that's going to help him out a little bit.
Yeah, I've actually got the summoner spells hidden for me at the moment.
Oh, okay, just like to do a big shout out to Ahmad, sorry, from Jeff. Sorry, I just saw that, took me a little while, but big shout out to you. And
right.
Yep, we're not too far away. We've got about 10 seconds left on the delay before the loading screen.
Sweet as.
But yeah, this should be a good game. So, what are your thoughts on the jungle paths there? Do you think we might see that that Nautilus go for that early gank up to top to try sort of just shut down that Riven and stop from snowballing?
Traditionally, you start where the AD carry and support are. So Nautilus is going to start his blue buff, whereas Jarvan is going to start his red buff, and then they're going to rotate to the next buff. And then you're probably going to see a level 3 gank by both players in the top lane. So.
Okay, do you think so? Naut will probably wait till he gets 1 level of sort of each of his spells.
Yep, you can get a level in Riptide. That helps out. You can also just put 2 points in your shield, 1 point in Dredge line, and gank with a lot of damage. So it'll be interesting to see, yeah, where he specs his abilities. But they're definitely both gonna end up in the top lane, and we might see some counter gank action going down, unless we see an invade. So it should be still up for grabs. Still very based on what they decide, but that's what I'm predicting now.
Yeah, because both Jarvan and why can't I remember? So Nautilus have quite strong level 2 ganks, like Jarvan with that flag pull, and Nautilus just with everything in his passive, his dredge line.
Yeah.
And we see, let's look at the skin score. Oh, 5 skins. There we go. 5 skins on blue team. You get mad respect from me. I love you guys. Let's see on the other team down there. Oh, it's just Penta Alex letting the team down. 1 person without a skin. Unfortunate. Sorry, Penta Alex, but you're gonna have to play pretty well to get my MVP award this game.
Yeah, a lot of stuff riding on you. All right, and I'll jump into the game now.
Cool. And the Battle Bunny Riven, I'm loving that. It's cool. It's cool. And the Ghost by Morgana, I haven't seen that in a long time, so that's cool as.
Yeah, there's so many good Morgana skins as well.
And we can't forget the Heartseeker Vayne.
Nah, Dragon Slayer, man. Dragon Slayer.
You reckon Dragon Slayer? Alright. Yeah. You're getting called out by the Diamond Carry. Alright, let's see. What are we going to see? Yep, and we just see Jarvan heading towards his blue, actually. Okay. Actually, no. We see the pings going out from red team. Looks like they might be going for an early invade. It's good to see the good luck have found calls coming out.
Yeah, always a nice thing. Good sportsmanship.
Oh, and even an I love you heart coming out from the Nami. Well, we love you too, Nami.
Yeah, I love you, Nami.
Malbitron.
Marry me? Melbitorith. I have no idea how to say it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's...
French with the choice.
And shout out to Jeff again. Oh, did I shout out to Jeff? Wait, no, I shouted out to someone else. Shout out to Jeff Gann. We love you, Jeff. We see Nami got some sweet sort of dancing action going on.
Wave spam going, yeah.
The sea holds fearsome creatures.
And we seems to be fairly defensive. We might see Oh, that's cool. The fish is done to them. Um,
Yeah,
no,
Koinami, good skin.
they're just heading towards that blue buff, maybe. Just an interesting start from red team.
I really like that team actually. They have like a nice mix of CC and damage and scaling. I feel like red slash purple team.
And I'd like to give a big shout out to Kenny, coming from Exo Kazakh.
Nice.
Love you, Kenny. Keep those shout outs coming. More than happy to keep shouting out. We love it. Gives us something to do.
Anyone putting down bets, I will make a bet. I will make bets. I have
So,
$10 on SC getting first blood.
Wait, which one's... Wait, SC blue team?
Red team.
Red team, okay. Tempting.
Someone in chat, or will you take me up?
Alright, I'll take you up. So I'll put $10 on wait, who am I? Blue team.
First blood. Yeah.
Alright, come on blue team, don't let me down. So see you might see a
Come
little
on, red team.
you might see a little bit of Bias Shellcaster going on for the first few minutes until we get first blood.
Alright, so as predicted, Nort and Jarvan are both heading to the next buff, and then they're going to arrive in top lane around about level 3, I think. Nautilus didn't get a very good leash, in my opinion. Spent way too long on the blue buff, and that's going to hold him back. I think Jarvan's pretty much going to be done with blue as Nort starts his red.
Yep.
And Riven actually hit level 2 a little bit early, and she's going deep on this Darius. This actually might go for first blood here. Did pop the red pot. Has still got Ignite.
Sorry about that, guys. I was kind of messing with the stream a little bit there. Having a look at the chat, but...
And Jarvan is there for first blood. Comes in, Riven flashes, oh my god, and I owe you $10.
And there we go. So good on you, Jarvan. That Jesse is a spy. You've done well. And now I can be neutral again. There we go. Alright. Let's rinse the game. Not Sweeney and said what bottom thing you talked about there?
Oh, the hero alignment, so the 80 carry is matching 80 carry and stuff like that.
Yep, we'll do that just quickly for you now. Sorry, 1 second.
Alright, so 400 gold advantage from that first blood. Riven is going to come back to lane with a couple of long swords. 2 in fact, so definitely a bonus there. Darius recalled, came back to lane with a ward, didn't really have any farm or anything like that. And the flash goes out from Ahri in the mid lane. Very aggressive play from this Nautilus, coming into gank. Black shield means that pretty much nothing happens though, so well played. And now I'm a second behind life. And Darius is really getting punished by this road on the top lane. That Fortitude Potion is just so strong at the moment. She has so much extra HP and damage. So it's 117 damage to Darius again. It's very intimidating, I think. Nami actually misses a bubble on Zara in the bot lane. Nautilus was coming in for a gank. Vayne's still chasing. She does have that Tidecaller's Blessing, so if she gets some auto attacks off, it does slow. And Nautilus misses the dredge line, so that's unfortunate. That could have resulted in a kill. Or, you know, at least a flash or something like that. So there isn't too much longer on Riven's red buff. Red pot, Fortitude Potion. Maybe about 25 seconds. She can definitely use that to her advantage though, and it's already worked out for her. She did pick up first blood, so it's, you know, a worthwhile investment. Graves getting some nice poke down on this bot lane. Graves is traditionally a stronger lane champion than the Vayne. Which makes sense. Vayne scales much better into late game. Much better at single target damage, whereas Graves is more of a burst AD caster. A little bit like Bravest in that respect.
Yep. And wait, can you hear me still?
Yep, we're back.
Go. I think I might have been muted for a bit. I was gonna say before, it's always nice when the players oblige you with your predictions and pick up that red pot.
Yeah.
So, shout out to you, Lazaro. Cheers for that. And Yeah, it could be. I have a feeling that Riven might be sticking around that top lane, waiting for Ignite to come up. And actually, Darius has healed up a little bit more. He's running quite low before. But I think we'll see
Morgana
Riven pick up that.
misses a Dark Binding in the mid lane. Actually misses a pull as well, so she's gonna miss a lot of creeps here to the turret. I guess that's alright. Like, she went for an opportunity and it didn't pan out, but she's definitely gonna miss those 5 or 6 creeps worth of gold. That is 130, 140 gold, and it does make a difference in the long run, longer scheme of things.
Do you think she's building towards the Chalice here? It seems more likely than a Tears of the Goddess.
I don't actually know. I'm not a huge Morgana player. Like, I know that she rushes Zhonya's item. Zhonya's Hourglass is her first item. That's pretty much traditionally where you go. Like, I never really stop for anything else when I play Morgana. I just rush that so I can start making plays. So it'll be interesting to see if she does the same thing, or if she picks up like an interim item. And
We see
wow,
Nautilus come up here for it.
yeah, Riven's actually going in for it, taking so much damage.
Oh,
and
so close.
Last tick of Ignite is not enough. And Jarvan's actually here to make a play on the bot lane. Demacian Standard knocks them both up. Nice Zyra snare as well, and Koi Nami taking a lot of damage, but they're just going to both flash out and be okay. But both flashes have been popped now.
I think Jarvan will have to be reasonably happy with that. He did burn 2 big cooldowns, so it's well done by him.
Yeah, it is well done by him.
And Riven's Ignite's actually, oh yeah, went down on that Nautilus trying to get that kill. That would have been, Darius would have not been happy at all if Riven had got that second kill.
Oh no, if she got buffs as well, like maybe got a red buff or a blue buff, it would just be like the end of times for Darius. And Darius is actually going in. He does cast the Ignite, he does have Noxian Guillotine up, but no mana. He could have picked up a kill on Riven then, no problem, if he had that, you know, extra 50 mana on top of that.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame for him there. I think he's like, we'll probably see Riven here build an early Brutalizer, I guess.
Yeah, into Last Whisper, into Bloodthirster, so she's just gonna go attack penetration and then pure damage, I think. That's pretty much how you play Riven.
Yep. We see Jarvan's picked up an early mobility boots, so he's obviously looking to get involved quite quickly in the game.
Yeah, looking to beat Gank City, really. That's actually really surprising. I don't see Mobile Boots picked up much on Jarvan, much more so on Nautilus. And Nautilus hasn't opted for boots at all. He's actually just heading towards Spirit of the Elder Golem. So that's going to make him a lot tankier, but his mobility and his ganking potential has gone down, whereas Jarvan's has only gone up. So it'll be cool to see if Jarvan starts making plays.
Yeah, for sure. And I think blue team, once again, we saw what they're... Oh, nice. I thought that ult was going to land, but Ari dashes away. Well played by Ari there. And she's actually going to re-engage here, but I don't think she's going to be able to get much out of it.
Morg lands a binding that could be a kill there, but otherwise, no, they're both just going to back away.
Yeah, no, we saw it the last game with that Rammus with the home guard boots, and we might see it again here that Jarvan needs to take advantage of... Get those gates going.
Nautilus is actually roaming into the top lane. Riven has popped her ultimate, doing a lot of damage. Nautilus is here. Jarvan is roaming up. Flash is up for Riven. It'll be interesting to see if she tries to make plays or if she does just flash out. Taking so much damage, and Noxian Guillotine does pick up that kill. So Darius is going to be pretty happy with himself about that. He was down that first blood, but has brought it back. So nice game from Nautilus.
And we've got comment in the streamer from Envy Range. He reckons that Morg doesn't always rush on, or doesn't usually rush Sonya's unless you're roaming, and he prefers to get a death gap instead of farm up. I'm not too sure I agree with you there, Envy Range. So I think I'd probably agree with my co-caster here. That Sonya's ring is just so strong because it allows you to flash into the team, drop your ult, and then just Sonya's and get the second tick of it, which is, I don't know, it's tough to give that up. But I don't know, each to his own. If your build works for you, then by all means.
If you feel like you're not going to be able to roam, I guess Rabadon's is the most logical item to go, just to get those AP ratios up. But yeah, Zhonya's Hourglass is probably the most bought first item on Morgana. As well as boots. Boots are up there, but you really do just get Zons as soon as humanly possible. It just makes such a difference. Jarvan has gone Cataclysm in this top lane, does lock down the Darius, and looks like Riven flashes in, actually going so aggressive on this Darius. Is he going to be able to get it? Looks like Darius has popped Ghost and is just going to be able to walk out. So Jarvan's wasted Flash and Cataclysm there, and Riven wasted Flash as well, so bad luck.
This Argo is super aggressive here, and he's going to die to turret. Yeah, he kind of went a bit too hard there, but I suppose he did pick up the kill. It's always good to see some aggressive players there, so well done, Ari, keeping it exciting.
Yeah, Nautilus didn't even get an assist from that. He was trying to back his Ari up, but didn't manage to, get anything from it, so that's unfortunate.
And well, you have to give some credit to Louis playing Darius here. He's done really well because he was about a good 20 plus CS down early on in the game, and he's managed to sort of claw that back a little bit. He's still 17 now, but he's going to get a few creeps there with Riven going back to base.
Yep, and he's picked up an early ninja, which I guess is like the best item to get against the team. So,
and if we have a quick look at the gold here, it seems to be fairly even across the board. I mean, Ari's got about 300 gold more there. The Riven's about 300 gold up, which I suppose is pretty decent at only 11 minutes in. We have a quick look at the 80 carries. That Vayne is slightly ahead as well. So it seems that, I don't know, Red Team in general, they've got a small advantage here.
Yep, and it's showing a 300 gold lead in the global gold scores. So nice CS. That lead is just enough to, you know, give them a slight edge. And Nautilus is actually going to walk on a seed in the bot lane. Meanwhile, Morgana and Ari fighting it out in the mid lane. Hasn't got a binding, isn't going to be able to follow this up. In the bot lane though, Jarvan's actually going very aggressive on Tsunami. Yeah, counter ganks. Nautilus is coming back in. Final hour has gone out for Vayne though. She tumbles out of Jarvan's ult, and we might see Jarvan go down here. One more auto attack and he is gone. Isn't a ward in that bush. Yep. Nice smoke screen, but it wasn't enough. And that was a 1-0 in favor of the red team. And as actually I say that, Morgana has died to Ari, so she might have overstayed her welcome there.
And it looks like they're going to pick up Mid turret off the back of that as well. Although just like compliment Darius on clawing his way back in, Riven's right back up there, keeping that CS lead.
Yeah, most definitely. Hard lane, especially after Riven has like tried to snowball that first blood.
He's gone for that double door and brutalizer build, so it's going to be really, really tough to deal with early.
Yeah.
And he picks up the first. Oh, sorry, the second turret. Yeah, second turret of the game.
Yep. First for his team, but second out of the game. And Riven is recalling. Has got a Vamp Scepter, has got a Brutalizer. That's pretty core. Riven's going to be pretty happy with herself at the moment, so. Alright, we're having problems with the video on the stream. That's actually interesting.
Apparently, it seems to be alright on our end. Maybe just try and close your browser and reopen it. Kansaveri. Sorry, I forgot your name wrong there. Although...
I think it's Kane's Reverie.
Kane's Reverie, my mistake. Maybe just try restart your computer, give it a go. I mean, if it's still lagging out, hit us up. We'll have a quick check of everything on our end. But I think we're all right.
Yeah. As soon as we get Twitch partnership, we can you can select your own quality. But until we get that, you're stuck with whatever we push out at you at the moment, which is 720p. So if your internet connection can't handle that 720p, you might have lag spikes and other things like that. So sorry about that. We're definitely not getting frame drops or anything like that. So
remember, tell all your friends, like us on Facebook, come and check out our stream, and we'll try and get that partnership as soon as possible.
Yeah, definitely.
We do see a pause come out. Actually, no, it's resumed. And we see just Zyra counter-warding there.
Alright, and lanes have reset. Nice binding coming out from Zyra, getting some damage onto this Nami. Graves isn't really following it up aggressively though. In fact, 4 members are coming down from red team. Yeah. Nice Stranglethorns from the Zyra though. I think it's just the Zyra that's gonna die here. No, I take it back. They're going under the turret. Ari taking so much damage though, is actually gonna go down. The Vayne took turret aggro as well, and she's gonna go down as well. Alright, no, never mind.
Just survives.
Just
survives. I think she might have lifestealed.
Yeah. 130 HP, back up to 220 now, so well played.
Yep, and we do see Nami go to take out that ward. And
Morgana lands a binding in the bot lane. Soul Shackles comes out as well. Ignite is good as well. Using the dredge line, second tick of that Soul Shackles isn't gonna go. Can't get the binding through the creeps, and Morgana goes down. That's unfortunate. She was trying to make a play, it didn't pan out for her.
And Vayne did quite well there with the Blade of the Ruined King just to get that slow off and allowing them to pick up that kill.
Yeah.
And Jarvan has to be very careful here, because if they go all in on the Starius and he drops the ult, could be in a world of pain. And nope, he managed to get him mid-air before he hit that ult off. So well done there, just a nice play.
It was indeed. Ari's actually face checking into Riven and Jarvan, and that might be a mistake. Riven does so much damage. And Ribbon's actually going to go down, and Jarvan's going to pick up the kill on Ari. So that was a 1-for-1. Ari playing a little bit aggressive into 2 people, so...
Yep, I think Jarvan, a little bit of a misplay there by burning his flash at the very end. I think he might have done that by mistake. But aside from that, it went quite nice for him. That the coordination there between the Riven and the Jarvan was really, really nice to see. The way they picked up that kill on Darius without sort of taking any damage. It's always good to see some nice teamwork coming out.
Another nice binding coming up from Zyra in the bot lane. She's been pretty on point. I've seen Nami miss a couple of bubbles, but Zyra hasn't been missing very many of those grasping roots. So, well played by Snow, 3-1. Doing a good job of support.
And I've just been corrected here in the stream. It wasn't just the lifesteal by Vayne that let him survive that fight under turret. The Nami actually healed him last minute as well. So, thanks for pointing that out to me. Little mystic, I think.
Yeah, that was barrier, and I think she did try to lifesteal, and the Nami ebb and flow did come out. So there was a lot of work that went into keeping her alive. And Jarvan is trapped into this bush in the bot lane. It has been pinked, so he is invisible, and he's going to be looking to make a play on the Vayne and the Nami. So let's see if it pans out for him. And Vayne is aggressively walking forward as well. She's definitely going to get caught out here.
If anyone else is having some lag issues, please let us know, and we'll do what we can to fix it. And we do see Jarvan come out as the Nami here, and they might be able to pick that up. Yeah, nicely played by him.
Yeah, nicely played. I think you might be a few seconds not on live. Because I saw the kill go down. Yep.
Okay, sorry about that. We'll just jump up.
That's alright.
There we go.
And Nautilus is coming down to the bot lane. Nice Stranglethorns to disengage, and it looks like the Zyra is going to flash out and flash away. Nice grasping roots as well. They actually might be able to turn this around. Very nice play from the Jarvan and the Zyra. However, Vayne is now on the chase, doing a lot of damage, does have that move speed steroid. Graves went back in to do some 1v1. Jarvan's coming in as well, gets the knock up, he's getting a nice damage onto the Vayne. Shutdown goes to the Jarvan as well. Nautilus flashes forward, gets the golden Aegis off. Looks like Nautilus is trying to dive under the turret maybe, takes a lot of damage, gets exhausted, and is going to walk away. So that was a 1-for-1, but they got the shutdown gold on the Vayne, so I'm going to say it was worth it for the blue team.
Yeah, and just Summon Games, it's not actually the grand finals, it's the quarterfinals at the moment, and we're jumping right into semi-finals. But yeah, stick around, grand finals will be coming up not too long.
Wow, nice Noxian Guillotine in the top lane. Riven does go down. So, Darius is bringing it back for himself. Has picked up that Warden's Mail. Is sitting on a lot of armor. Right, and the pause has gone out.
We do see that Riven's picked up a Bloodthirster there, so probably going to see a bit of a damage spike from him.
Yeah.
And we see Morgana did actually pick up that Chalice then, and it doesn't seem to be building towards that Hourglass, so we'll have to see how that works out for him. Personally, I thought he would have got it, particularly against the team he's up against. But I guess if he's confident he can survive, then he just wants to go straight damage.
Yep, I guess that's alright. They do, Riven does scale off AD, like her shield does as well, so even if you are stacking that AD, she does get a little bit more survivability out of it. It's just interesting itemization choices. She's probably going to get a Guardian Angel next, or a Last Whisper, or something along those lines. Jarvan's actually running top.
Yeah, that Darius is putting a lot of damage into that turret.
Yeah.
And we see there could be a fight about to go down bottom. Morgana's hovering around, sort of hoping to get a kill there. But no, it seems to be heading back towards mid.
No, and she might get checked by this Nautilus. No, it looks like he didn't manage to see her. It could have been an unfortunate place for Morgana to be. Pings are coming down. Nautilus is going to walk through a ward, so.
Yep, and pretty good warding from Red Team. Yeah, they've got 2 vision wards down in that bot lane. I mean, that vision ward and that brush before. Actually, no, sorry, I'm mistaken. The blue team had that vision ward down that brush before, allowed them to pick up that kill. So Nami's obviously recognized that and decided to pink ward it herself.
Yeah. Graves gets a buckshot off, isn't going to be enough to keep this tower alive, and they do successfully siege this turret, so well played. Looks like they might even move on to the next one. Morgana was picking up blue buff, so she wasn't anywhere near to be down there for a team fight. Morgana has opted to get that Chalice, like you said, as well as a blasting one, so I'm not sure what that's going to be. Stranglethorns does come out, but Ari pretty much just blows up the Zyra. Going on to the Graves now as well, and Graves forced to use all its abilities to get away. Jarvan comes in and dashes on top of the Vayne, but wasn't really for a kill or anything, just to get some distance. And this is going to be really good for the red team. Wow, nice
Jones got to be careful there.
Yep, he managed to get in and
wondering if they
out.
might turn. Yeah, that's well done by him. We see Morgana actually coming along here, so they got to be careful if they recall on that brush, because there is a ward down there. He might get caught out by the Jarvan here, actually. In fact, he is going to get caught out by the Jarvan. That's going to be a dead Ahri. Oh, and a very nice Soul Shackles there as well. And very nice Condemn as well to get out of that. But yeah, that's just one of those things that to the people watching, you often don't really want to recall on that Tri-Brush if you're pushing bot, because it's one of the most common places to ward. And like we saw just there, they unfortunately just gave up a kill for no reason in particular.
Yep, Ahri did go down. Just checking, I don't think there was a bounty. No bounty on the Ahri, but still, yeah, you don't really want to be feeding 300 gold every so often. And it looks like the blue team are going to successfully take away this mid turret as well. So the turret count is 3-2 in favor of the red team. But the blue team are bringing it back.
Darius just pushing away hard down up in top lane there. It looks like he is going to rotate over to mid, or perhaps just recall back.
Yeah, Darius is just a CS lead as well on this Ribbon, so I'm pretty impressed with how he brought this lane back.
Yeah, but he's dropping a ward down by that blue, it's always a nice place to ward.
Yep, he knows that the Jarvan's coming.
Yeah, and we see... I'm curious as to what items that Smog is going for. Maybe Athene's Unholy Grail or something?
Yeah. And it looks like we're going to see one of the first dragons of the game go down to the red team. So they pulled it out. There is no ward. They know there's no ward because they have an Oracles. And it looks like they're going to take this one successfully. Riven is here though. Bubble comes out from Nami, but isn't very close. Graves uses collateral damage to try and steal it, but Zyra going to get caught out. There's a nice 4-person Stranglethorns, but they're not going to start a team fight because of it. Depth charge is going out onto the Morgana. Nautilus also misses his dredge line, but is going to be able to bring down this Morgana anyway. Jarvan just Cataclysm has to flash out though because he's not in a great position. So much damage going down. Riven's actually coming in on top. Gets a really nice execute on this Ahri. He's trying to get out as well. Darius doesn't have his hook anymore, but that's going to be the end of Jarvan. And that was a 3-for-1 and a dragon in favor of the red team. So they're definitely, up and ahead from the back of that fight.
And it's unfortunate for Morgana there. People might be wondering why she didn't use her Black Shield when that ult was going to... Shield was actually down. And force that. Pick up a kill on Riven here as well. Oh, the hook just was... Oh, they're going to pick it up.
Yep.
If Morgana's shield was up...
The kill.
I know if Morgana's shield was up there, she would have been... Dodge that, because that Nautilus ult has a very long travel to chase you all the way down.
Yeah, it does. Unfortunately, she just used it because I think the Graves was checking the Tri-Brush, so she put it on him, and then she needed it all of a sudden and wasn't able to use it.
So he's being too nice of a teammate there, almost.
Yeah. So there's a 5,000 gold lead for the red team now, and that's just on the back of a couple of more kills, a couple of dragons, and a turret. So they're all gonna go back and bank, getting some nice items. Darius has just picked up his frozen mallet. Looks like Ahri might be going for a Zhonya's or a Rabadon's now that she's finished her Deathfire Grasp, but is sitting on a really respectable amount of AP, sitting on 274, which is good for this point in the game. And it looks like Morgana is gonna get a Zhonya's Hourglass now. She has picked up a Rod of Ages, so she's gonna be quite tanky. And if she gets that Zhonya's, she's going to be in a really good place, tanky-wise, really. She'll do good damage, but she'll be able to survive a lot of damage as well. Looks like they're going to try to make a play on this Darius in the mid lane. Does land the Dark Binding, but I don't think the Riven was ready for it. I don't think she expected the Morgana to land it, so she had used all her cooldowns on the creeps.
And, yep, we see a couple of pings go out. Looks like blue team wants to get some defense going on in their turret, but... Red team's actually rotating just through the jungle here. It's actually with that Oracles on Nami.
Yeah. Alright, lots of pings going down. I'm not sure what the red team are all doing grouping around when Dragon is gone. Because they're not all going to be for, one wave of CS. Zyra going to go and ward the Dragon. Oh no, there's actually already a pink ward there. Nami actually going to clear out a pink ward with that Oracles. That's always a nice pickup. Wasting 125 of your opponent's gold is always a good feeling.
Definitely. And Pat, do you know if Dragon's coming up soon? Maybe that's why they're all sort of dancing around, because it seems to be a little bit aimless at the moment.
Yeah.
And no, they're just going to go back up and get in that turret, it seems.
And it
We
looks
have seen
like,
Ari.
yep.
I have seen Ari pick up that Deathfire Grass, which seems to be a very popular choice on her these days.
Yeah, as when Faker started playing Ari in the OGN and just like rush Deathfire Grasp so you just don't lose 1v1s, pretty much everyone's been picking that up as well, and it's such a strong item.
And that Ari's
And
actually got a 3,000 gold lead, or close to, over that Morgana. So
wow.
very nice
And
work from him there.
Nami missed a ward, and they're gonna start the Baron, but they know blue team knows about it, so it's very interesting.
They do have very strong team fight potentially with Jarvan and the Morgana.
Yeah, they do. They're gonna actually face check into the Darius and the Nautilus. Oh no! Jarvan actually misses this EQ combo. Gets the Cataclysm off though. Morgana only got one person with her Soul Shackles. Strengthful
And now he's gonna get
down,
away.
only knocks up Nautilus, and Jarvan does go down to Vayne. Vayne's got a double kill at the moment. Nice duck binding onto the Nautilus, but not gonna be enough. Vayne's gonna pick up a triple kill, actually going for the Quadra on this Zyra. Can she get it? It is the Quadra kill. Is she gonna go for the Penta? Graves is quite low. She might actually dive. I think it's worth the Penta. Nautilus is coming around the back, trying to get the CC. Nice Dredge
nice.
line, but he quick dashes, and the Penta is denied. Bad luck.
Yeah, I think you're right there. The Morgana ult, I think, she kind of got trapped out of the team by that Jarvan ult. She only hit the Nami, I believe, and then the Nami still got away on sort of next to no HP at all. So just a
Bad luck,
very disappointing fight. I felt like there was a bit of a communication breakdown there because the perfect place for Morg to ult was where Jarvan was in the middle of their team, but he just couldn't get through.
Yeah, exactly. He tried to use his EQ to get into a better position, but he actually failed the EQ combo. I don't know if he got knocked out or he just threw it too far, but it didn't go off. So, and it looks like
I see
the
what you mean, yeah.
red team are going into the Baron pit again. They've got no oracles at the moment. And they're quite low HP, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them just recall and go cash in their advantage. They're all sitting on quite a substantial amount of gold as well. Wow, it looks like the blue team have gone for Baron. Now this could be so bad for them. They don't know that the red team is there. Red team's gonna come around and put the hurt on them. Nice dredge line onto the Zyra. Nice bubble as well. Jarvan goes another Cataclysm ultimate. Morgana is coming in from the side, but Darius has picked up a double kill. Darius is going wild for it, but it's not gonna be enough, I don't think. And they only get one kill for that.
The Riven put a lot of damage in there at the very end, but yeah, it just wasn't enough. And they are going to pick up Baron off the back of this as well.
Yeah, they are. They need to trade aggro a little bit because they're quite low, but Vayne definitely provides enough damage to pick up this Baron. So a huge, huge lead there for the red team. Just nice ward coverage. Blue team didn't have an oracles. They didn't have wards down. They didn't know where the red team was, and they got punished for it. Really.
Yep, they just, I don't know, very bad exchange. So this game, that lead's ballooned out to almost 11,000 gold now, and it just seems that the game was very, very close, and then red team just won 2 big fights in a row, and they've really got the upper end.
And they've just cashed in, I think, about 5,000 gold between them. That's what they were holding on to. So there's some really respectable items have now been picked up. Randuin's Omen on the Darius. There's a Phantom Dancer as well as a Static Ship on the Vayne, which is huge. The Nami's picked up another Oracles and has started to build, some real items. She's got a Rigbuside Stone, a Philosopher's Stone, and a Ability Tome as well. Both Locket of the Iron Solari and the Spirit of the Ancient Golem have been picked up by Nautilus, and there's a Zhonya's as well as the Deathfire Grasp on the RA. On the RA. So big pickups.
And also we see that the Iris picked up that Hourglass, and Morgana, which is what you mentioned before, which is why you rushed that Hourglass so quickly. I mean, Morgana went for that Chalice and the Rod of Ages, but she still doesn't have that Hourglass, and that's really, really hurting her team at the moment, I feel, because we're 30 minutes into the game, and if you don't have that Hourglass, it takes away a lot of the power from your team combo.
It really does. She needs to be able to flash in there, fire out Soul Shackles onto 5 people, and then just Sonya's to be safe. And she's needed to do that all game, really, and yeah, she really is hurting just with that lack of Hourglass.
It's like she's a little bit tanky with that Chalice and with that Seeker's Armguard and the Rod of Ages, but it just, a nice shot with Zyra there, and she's going to be killed instantly. So good work from
pretty much
there.
Deleted, really.
Yep. Then Vayne picking up that kill, getting godlike, so well done, Vayne. And yeah, we're seeing...
Yep. Sorry?
I was going to say, we're seeing red team sort of starting to put a bit of pressure on with the 4v5 and Baron buff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they are going to be able to shove down these turrets without too much stress, I think. It is a 4v5, and Baron buff offers so much regen, so much AD and AP that they're going to be able to to siege so successfully. And they do have a turret minion as well that just eats a couple more turret shots. And they're sort of face tanking the start.
Yeah, Morgana used that black shit a little bit early on that Jarvan there. It just meant they didn't have the option to engage because it fell off before they had a chance to fight. And they're going to pick up two. Oh, they're going to go for that second inhib as well. Now, Zyra is back up, so we might see a 5v5 go on here.
Yeah,
no, it looks like they're just going to the second inhib. So we'll have to see what red team does here. They might just back up and buy, or they could try and close out the game. No, it looks like they're just going to play it safe, which is fair enough.
Yep, 2 inhibitors. They've still got a while left on Baron, about 35 seconds. They'll be able to go to bot lane and shove in that tower as well. It looks like they might even just face tank it. This is one tanky Nautilus. It looks like the blue team might have an answer for this. The siege is still going on though, so...
Look at that Darius, very brave.
It is very brave.
Disconnected or something.
He might have disconnected.
Yeah. Actually, no, he seemed to run away at the end there, but...
Oh no, it looks like a couple of members might have DC'd. I'm not sure what is happening here. We're seeing mass disconnects. Only the Bane is alive, in fact. There is a /pause command, so it could be used now to... Okay, so the pause does come out. So that was a little bit late to do the pause, considering they all disconnected. But that was a huge amount of bounty gold just fed as well. 500 bounty and a bunch of Baron buffs, and there's a lot of gold sitting on the blue team right now. So they're going to be pretty happy about that.
A little bit unfortunate for red team there. I mean, they still have a commanding lead, but obviously, you know, giving up 4 kills for just a disconnect is not going to make them happy. I still feel that once they get back in the game, they should be able to just group up, charge down bot lane and win the game. But you know, it's just a little bit hard for them now. And yet we see Mortondshort getting some love in the stream, and that's fair enough. I think we should give another shout out for sort of setting this all up and having the idea for the tournament. So thanks again, Mortondshort. We're always happy to help out with events for the community.
Yeah, thanks, man. If you guys do see a tournament that you know, someone's saying I want to host a 1v1 tournament or anything like that, make sure you do hit us up. Send us a message on Facebook or using the website. And we love getting involved in these community events. We love helping out, providing the stream and shoutcasters and all those good things. So, yeah, make sure you stay in contact and use us as, you know, your repository of event handling, really.
Yep. Because I know if you ever, if you sort of think of a cool idea for a tournament, think, oh, I wish someone could host that, just get in touch, and if it's possible, we'll try to set it up.
Yeah. Alright, so hopefully the rest of the team will be able to connect back. That was just really unfortunate that they all died mid-siege, really. I feel like maybe the pause could have come out a little bit earlier, but still, it's a bit of a shock when 4 of your team members DC. So he was probably wondering what was happening, and then by the time they all died, it was too late, so...
Yeah. So it did seem like a very brave Darius running in there, and then when he was just auto-attacking away, I thought, okay, something's going on.
Yeah.
Alright, we want another shout-out to Kenny? Alright, shout-out to Kenny again.
Shout out, man.
And Ha-O Leon? Yep, Scott loves you, I can confirm.
Oh, okay. Alright. Sweet.
I can read minds over the internet.
It's a good skill. Alright, so yeah, the blue team definitely did get, you know, a bit of an advantage there. The gold is still 12,000 in favor of the red team, so it's a big advantage they just got, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough to, you know, snowball the game. There isn't any objectives for them to pick up, like Dragon or Baron, or, you know, any close turrets that they're going to be able to get off the back of this.
Alright, we got a shout out to a shout out to Gav, who is playing Ribbon. Matt Fitz loves you. There you go. Always nice to see some support coming out. Apparently, the red team are all in the same house.
Yeah, that would make sense then.
Yeah. That's pretty strong, having all 5 of your teams sitting down on lane.
Yeah. Alright, so the ready calls are going out. One more person has to reconnect, so...
No, we don't hate you. We you know, obviously, we get a little bit annoyed when people, you know, troll us by joining games we're trying to start up, but we wouldn't say we hate you, man. We love all our fans. We love the community.
All right,
Thanks.
oh yeah.
We're getting some love from the community here. We love you guys back a lot. And hold up, a shout out to Ali, who's playing Morgana today from NV Range, doing quite a good job as well. You know, we've been a little bit harsh on you not getting that hourglass, but it's only because we care. Like,
It is, yeah. Something you can like. Every player can always improve, and if we can help you do that, that's great. But we like to shotcast it like it is, and we thought Zonya's would be a great first item, and unfortunately, haven't got it just yet. But I think we have enough gold now to get most of that.
Yep, and sorry, I missed a shout out to Taylor, who was playing that teleport Ramus that we are so fond of. I really enjoyed that Ramus game, so that's from Mike62. And definitely, man, I love that Ramus. It was one of the more fun things I've seen today.
Telegonks Ramus, yeah, it's good stuff. Home Guard Ramus is just so frustrating to play against, especially as an AD carry. Very little you feel like you can do to counter that.
Yep, I got mad respect for players, you know, who decide I'll get that machete and just go all in, boots with this Home Guard.
Yeah.
It worked out. He set it up very nicely for his team as well, so well done. And they're asking for shout out to the commentators. All right, shout out to me and you, Scott. Woohoo!
Yeah, shout out.
Awesome.
All right. Hell yeah. All right, and Nami is the only one that is coming back. Apparently, it has a slow computer, and we should be into it really shortly. 9 members are back in, so we're just waiting on the 10th.
And Mike saying, "What about that Ari?" Not
Yeah,
quite
where's
sure
that
what you're. Not quite sure what he's talking about with the Ari there, but
Shout out
Ari should
to
play more.
yeah, shout out to Ari.
Shout out to Omiros. Okay, that's our stream engineer today.
Yes, doing a good job as well. Usually we have OCG Black Templar running the stream, but we've decided that we can't, you know, lump every bit of work onto one person, so we are getting new people in. And Omiros is one of our designers at Oceanic Gaming and is now being the stream engineer, and hopefully he's done a good job and you guys like the stream overlays that you get to see between games and during the game. So it's good work.
All right, hold up. We got a Fitzy's run of fraps. So shout out to Gavin. I love you from Matt Fitz. Done. You feeling the love, Gavin? And shout out to the Irate Pirate for his organizing skills. I think that's definitely fair.
Yeah.
And shout out to Louis on Darius for the awesome internet. A little bit of a troll going on there, but we like it. And it looks like we're back into the game. That's good.
Yeah, make sure you get to live, and then we'll get back
yep.
into it.
Yep. Back live. And Vader picking up that blue buff, so obviously he's not too keen to feed it through to that Ari.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And unfortunately, the blue team can't do anything with their advantage for having 4 members down because they do have to clear creeps from their base as they don't have any inhibitors. So those super creeps are going to start coming through, and they're always troubling. 2 super creeps are going to be spawned per wave because there are 2 inhibitors down, so very hard thing to deal with.
That's a Josh Hamilton who smells like yeah. Just having a little bit of fun here.
Alright, so Nautilus heading into the jungle, aggressively warding up. Sees the Zyra. He might actually go in with a hook here. No, it doesn't manage to get that off. And it looks like the red team are just going to push in. Maybe they are going to go for the bot lane. I think that would be the wisest decision in my opinion.
And one thing, one little tip for you guys to remember out there. Baron buff, it actually lasts for 4 minutes. The respawn time is 7 minutes, I believe. So,
Yep.
if you're sort of wondering how long Baron's got left to go, and you notice your buff run out, you can. We'll be back up again.
Yeah.
I mean, you can also do it with timestamps, of course, in chat, but you know that's just another easy way to. We do see red team, as I thought, just regrouping, and Jarvan does get a nice Claypool ult.
Nice Stranglethorns coming out from the Zyra as well. Lots of damage going down, but I think the red team are just too fed at this point in time. Too much gold, and we're getting a double kill. The Vayne gets a triple kill. Could this be the Redemption Penta? Has got the Quadra.
Oh, there's
Last
four,
person.
there's 4, and
this is the second Penta
he gets a
kill.
Penta kill. Penta kill. Shout out to Major VX on Vayne. Well done. And
Second Penta of the day. Nice
well
play.
done. And for that, my friend, you receive the prestigious Roguefire Player of the Game award for that pentakill. Well done. I always like to see those pentas.
Hell yes. Nice pickup. Vayne
So we
is
see
15-1-6.
So we see Team SC holding it down there. Despite those disconnects at the very end, they still sort of regrouped, came back, didn't let it throw them off the game, and just pushed the turret and won. So well done, guys.
Yeah, very well done. Alright, so we're going to take a small break while we get this next game sorted. Don't go anywhere though, we will be back shortly. So we'll sign out for 2 minutes and the next game should come up on your screen and we'll let you know who's going to be playing. So thank you so much for watching and we'll be back soon.
Yep. And I've just been informed that Vayne's is Vinesh, so shout out to you, Vinesh. Anyway, we'll be back shortly. Stick around, guys, and we'll have the semi-finals coming up. See you in a bit.